with me long enough on my channel, you know I like to take ordinary, everyday objects and turn them into art. This week I did canned foods. In this painting I'm using gouache, which is an opaque watercolor. You can either water it down, use it more like a traditional watercolor, or you can use it kind of thicker with less water, and it's kind of more like acrylic paint. This is just a real cheap brand, Reeves gouache. I start out with it pretty watered down. When I'm doing lettering, I want to be pretty fluid so I can be sure to get the shapes right. I go back in later and do a second layer over the top of this blue because when it's watered down it did a few blooms. Here I'm going in and painting the actual Spam meat. I remember as a kid my dad frying Spam in a cast iron skillet. I think now if I ate Spam it would probably put me in a cardiac arrest because of all the salt. On the package it showed like vegetables, so here I am going in putting in carrots, some celery, add some broccoli, a few cherry tomatoes. Adding in the broth mixture. Using a little bit thicker consistency to make the bowl. Painting the label. Now I go in with lemon yellow and do the letters. You want to keep your gouache in these little airtight containers. I picked up this palette at Michael's for pretty cheap, and it had these little lid bottles that you could seal to keep your gouache from drying out too much. If it does, you can re-wet it and reuse it, whereas like acrylic paint, once it dries out, it gets rock hard and you can't reuse it. Add some final little details and this painting is done.